Oh, I'm very good, thank you. Yeah.
Good. That light is really gleaming on you. Like an angel, you are.
Well, thank you very much. Beautiful comment.
Hey, I wanted to catch you um, off guard to ask you a few questions because you always come up with these great authentic answers and inspiration whenever you're not having to think about what we're going to talk about. And I wanted to kind of go over some things. I'm hearing a lot of trying times for a lot of people who are losing their job or who are really going through a lot of stuff, especially in the States. If you haven't looked at the news and stuff like that, like Texas, Mississippi, a lot of conditions that are a need for world peace and faith and courage. So I was gonna see if you can share a part of your story on your journey to Crete and having faith, and how just people are worried about money. People are worried about the uncertainty. So maybe you can give us a little bit more hope on this flip side, and guidance, I guess. Hope and guidance.
Of course.
So tell me a little bit about your path when you came to Crete, because you came here and it's 222. You came here from what you told me. Did you have a plan?
The beginning, yeah, of course. The plan was to create a community / voluntary camp where people could come and go from Crete and just spend a couple of hours just doing some work and growing on and helping do the crops or the building, what needs to be done. So that was the plan, what come up, because look, I was in the UK and I've done many things in my life, and there was always something else that I wanted to do, and I saw my family down to, I don't want to say depressed, but they weren't at their best. So it was a kind of, once I saw us in this circle, and it wasn't a nice circle at all. So I tried to think of a outcome to get us out of this kind of dingy frequency we was in. So yeah, then that's when I thought, okay, what have we got? And then we've had a house what's been derelict for 15 years in Greece, in Crete, on the island of Crete. So then that just pushed me into creating a Facebook page, and the Facebook page was Kavusi, the Promised Land, and I just started to share videos from the UK, just sharing videos of Greece and Crete and the wildlife, bits and bobs, what's around it, the historical timelines. And then it all started to manifest, all started to come into place, because I was doing it for the right reasons. I wasn't just doing it for myself, I was doing it for others around me. So for that, the universe just jumped on my back straight away, said, like, I've got your back, let's do this. And that was it. And then the minute I started to call out for volunteers for the dates I was going to go over there, I just got influxed. There's so many people who were interested and were proud and inspired by me making a difference, me making a change, for not just for me, for my family, and for people around the world as well. So it wasn't just down to, I wanted to make a business and make money and do things for myself. There was none of that. It wasn't about that at all. It was literally just about creating a beautiful project where it could stay going and, stay going before even when I go, So it was like a legacy. It was a place for my children, friends, and their children's children to come to be at peace, and just be cleansed, because you know what it's like in the Western world and in other big cities. It's too much, and you can't think for yourself. So it was my mission was to open and create a sanctuary / community center for the world to come to.
Yeah. Wow. And I remember when you tell me when you got here. So you arrived in Herakion and you had this plan. You spreaded the word out to volunteers when you first got here. This is having faith, guys. Like, this story is so powerful to me because there's many times in our life during uncertainty, and having faith is one thing, but keeping it can be another. It can definitely be challenging. Strengthening our faith is something that I work on, or my faith, every day to continue to do the work that I do. So Shahram has a special story because he came here. Like, did you know anybody here?
Yeah, I travelled in 2009 when my stepfather passed away, and I come over here for about a year and a half.
So you knew a couple of people that could help you. Did they pick you? How did it all work out? You came here. Okay, I guess the next question. So we could all piece it together so people can really know the full story. The house that you were working on. Tell us a little bit about it.
The house, okay. The house is over 900 years old. It has a lot of history about it. It's been demolished and rebuilt, but using the same bricks and the same style of ancient Greek style ways of building houses. It's a stone house, and the history was it was on the old village. So it was where the village was originally, until some sort of epidemic of flu or hit the village. There many people passed away. So for the locals, at the time they thought the place was cursed, so they moved down. They changed villages, so they moved down. So it's on the ridge of the village. So it's the last house in the village, and yeah, it's got land, it's got a well. That's where we get the running water from. So we have the wells, water come through the pipes and comes into the house just for washing up. And there's no electricity, just candles and gas for cooking. So we have a gas hob, some cooking. And that was the original plan, to not have electricity. But now, we're getting to a point where solar power might be a good income and outlook for the project in the future if it ever does kick off. So yeah, the house is pretty old. It's really old.
Mm-hmm. So when you came out here in this old house it was unfinished because you and some volunteers began to build onto it. So there was no running water actually in the house yet, right?
No, there was but none, because everything got cut off. Because it wasn't been lived in for 15 years. So there was electricity and there was water, but because of no one lived there, everything got cut off, so we had to start from scratch. Yeah, so when I first got there, I had to walk up the mountains with a bottle of water just to do washing up or do washing, just wash the sides sort of thing. So we had to have buckets, go down to the old donkey trough and fill up the water and then walk up. So it was good, For me, it was good coming from the city and then coming straight into wild and living like 12th century villager. It was good. It was an eye-opener. It helped me really see a lot.
Weren't you a little bit worried or anything like that? Because you came here by yourself, you knew a couple of villagers here. Were you, I know you were on a mission, but were you worried or anything like that? Like how the income came in, the uncertainty, what are you going to do? How's it going to all play out?
No, because, my whole life has been like this, really. It's kind of, once I have an idea in my head and it's for the greater good, I have a backup of all angels around me, guides as well. So it's a kind of, everyone will pop into my day when it's needed, so that is my currency. That was my money, so my money was my love. Well, resonated, and then they shared the love back, I'll get a phone call, go, do you want to come over for dinner? Or we've done your breakfast, or, you know, all these random calls will just come into my on my phone. But the thing was, because I had no electric at the house, what was brilliant was I was up there doing work, and then I had to go down to the end of the village to go and get Wi-Fi to see what happened. So what I do in my day, I'll spend 5 hours up there, do what I can do, and then come down. And then it was like the Wi-Fi was my present. It was my gift, because and when I came down, I got random messages from all sorts of people from all around the world, and it was exciting, you know. It was like a kind of, oh yeah, look at these people interested in this little project I want to bring and I want to create. And yeah, so it made me really be humble of one's time, of what we should do, of how, if we wish to grow, we need to be in the right surroundings, you know. We need to be in the right surroundings that suits us as an individual. It's important, even down into just even down to relationships, you know. People need their own space to create, and I think that is very important, because that is the creative being we are as individuals. We are beautiful. We only can merge energies is once we're on that kind of that high frequency.
Yeah.
It's got to the point where now it's like kind of the scenario of what's going on around the world. It's challenging people. It really is challenging people, what they want in life and what they feel like is going to be the safe option.
Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of, I even get like a lot of mixed emotion about the whole world, our existence, and just like the uncertainty of things. So really holding to my path and the path, and keeping the courage and the faith like you did, because you were telling me just these great stories of, you know, you met villagers that helped you. You know, you came here with a goal. You had a somewhat plan. Things always change during the plan, but you're always provided for. And sometimes we seem to forget that as humans, you know, because we get so caught up in worry, doubt, anxiety of what we feel life should be like, instead of embracing and accepting the change and letting life flow. Letting the universe work for us. We kind of like fight the universe, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And that's not really leaning into it, is it? So you started meeting people and getting more help, and volunteers started coming. You started being magnetic, and they started coming. How long were you here before you had a volunteer?
Was it before? No, it wasn't. It was when I came, yeah. So when I came, I think I was here around about 2 months. I was around here for 2 months, and then the first volunteers started to come. And then once the volunteers started to come, it was a kind of, oh wow. So we wasn't staying at the place at the minute because it wasn't livable. So the whole place needed to be cleansed out. I did most of it on my own, but then when the group, 2 people come over, the first volunteers, then I could get rid of like the heavy duty stuff, because I didn't know enough people in the village to ask for help.
Yeah.
So I did know him, but I didn't know him well. You know, still had that Western mindset. You know, I didn't want to disturb anyone. So then it was the kind of we cracked on. We cleared the house. Very good. It was immaculate. There's even pictures on the Facebook page.
What's the Facebook page, in case anybody wants to check it out?
Kavusi, the Promised Land. So
we'll link it.
Go back. You can see the beginning to where it is now. You know, so we haven't been on it lately because there ain't been any work done. Because my mum's been there at the minute. But yeah. So yeah. It's been...
Yeah. So what kind of guidance can you give those who are me too sometimes, guys, like what kind of guidance can you give us moving forward, because this world seems like it's so sad, and there's so much uncertainty with weather and everything that's going on out there. What kind of advice can you give the collective?
Okay, so the collective, we're all thinking the same. We're all going through the same kind of frequency. You know, if it ain't one day or to another, it's a month or a week. You know, we are all feeling it. So it's a shift and a ripple, what is spreading through the whole of the planet, maybe beyond as well. What we're all experiencing is a lot of doubt and a lot of don't know where our next path is going to go. You know, there's a lot of stickiness going on. People are feeling stuck. People can't be and not thinking in the right frequency. And the reason is because it's time to become your frequency now. You know, all the other frequencies around us, what have controlled us and molded us into a kind of essence of culture or essence of government control by some sort of way of system. It's now stepping into your power. It's stepping into your great abilities, the great manifestor and the great creator you are. It's coming now. As you can see, so much information is being broadcasted worldwide. So the truth is coming out in abundance. It's like everywhere's truth, everywhere's new discoveries, and the history's got to be rewritten and found this in this holy book, what means this, you know. So it's a whole structure what is being changed. So my belief is down to the earth is going through a change of cycle, and the cycle is going to be for the good. This is why you're seeing a lot of drama around the world, is because there's certain entities, frequencies, beings what don't like it, because we're coming into it. We're coming into ourselves. So now we are showing not just the universe and the cosmos, we're showing ourselves that now we can walk into our dream. We can actually create it and be it and live it and share it. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So for all you beautiful people out there, if you feel stuck, look, I feel stuck. I know other people around me feel stuck, but having that faith, knowing that it's going to be okay. I've had it throughout my whole life, and I've gone through a lot of sticky situations, and it's just knowing that I am being guided, I am being looked after. I have an army of angels behind me, you know. So it's like we all have that too. So it ain't just me, it's the whole planet where people have that protection around them. But sometimes we just don't know how to tap into, because the three-dimensional way of life overtakes the mindset. So the mind is not purified. You're not living in a purified way, because you still have attachments from this three-dimensional path. So it's all about just getting out of nature, getting and doing what you want to do. And if it takes time, it takes time. You know, there ain't no rush. The world's not going to end tomorrow. You know, we've been here for 8 billion years. There's going to be another 800 billion years, okay? So we just have to be wary of what information we take in, and as well be wise of what information we give. And you know, that's basically that's it. Let's all phone and talk to each other and help each other out when we needed to, you know, and that's it. Then you've got no worries. Everyone's experienced something that you've gone through somehow in some way.
Or we're going through it together, all of us. That's as a collective. Like we tune into our soul tribe, our friends that we've met on here and other platforms, and they're going through the same things as we are, and they're like shocked that we're also feeling this. So we're no different. We're all one. We're collectively healing. We're collectively releasing. We're collectively ascending and trying to do the best with what we have. So I just thought your story was so powerful, because you went from the uncertainty, and you still continue to go through uncertainty, but it's a mindset of how you deal with it in your now moment that changes, life changing. Because why worry about something that we cannot change in this now moment? Why let it stew or brew up toxic charge, a toxic charge to worry? Instead, go with the flow. And I have to remind myself, how much do I have to remind myself this throughout the day?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you do a lot of releasing, and yeah, you do it. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah, a lot. So it's kind of, it's just such a great reminder and a tool for you guys out there who are dealing with the uncertainty or the feelings of anxiety or the feelings of like, what's tomorrow going to bring? Let's just really play it by day to minute by minute today of what we can. I'm sure we have to plan certain things out, but know this, whenever me and Shahram are planning stuff, typically the universe says, nope, it's not your plan, it's the plan. Huh.
Yeah, for real. And that's why it's, it's time. At times it's just good to float.
Yeah, and we have to remember to get out of our own way, and sometimes it's hard because it's like, well, don't you mean this universe? And the universe is saying no, until you get it, to let me help you. Let's flow with life. That's your lesson. That's been my lesson, to allow flow to come into my life instead of control. And it's been one of my toughest lessons. It's tougher for me than learning self-love. And self-love for me was a big, hard one to get. It took a long time. So this is the next challenge for me, is getting out of my own way and stop trying to control as a Capricorn does. But Shahram, he flows with everything. He's like, don't worry about it. Sometimes I'm like, how could you not worry about it? How can you not be present enough to be like, did you hear what's going on? It's crazy. So, yeah. So
it's just like, yeah, go on.
No, you go ahead.
It was just like yesterday when we went for the walk. It transforms. We went for a walk. We made the effort. We had a great walk, an hour walk to the beach, and then from that we bumped into our friend Manoli, who had not seeds, what nuts were they called? Almond nuts.
Almonds.
Had almonds,
straight off the tree.
Almonds, straight from the trees from his secret location.
Secret location. Seriously, a secret
location. Drinking his raki and doing his nuts, and he had loads, piles it, and then he even had cactus fruits. So it was like we walked there. We had that beautiful little mission, and then suddenly it was like there's an angel there, all set out ready for us to give us free refreshments, So it was a kind of
at the bottom of the hill,
right where the sea is. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I just realized right now? That's the second time we walked to the beach, but a different route, and we were met by the angel Manoli. You guys will know Manoli. He's in one of our videos. He's the one that I first met here that had a message for me, and we became friends. He does not speak English, but much love. I made him a necklace today. He's family. I just know it. But yeah, you're right. And the path. We'll go ahead and go ahead and post the pictures and stuff of the path that we walked. But you want to give them like a quick rundown of the path to the beach? It wasn't just a regular path.
No, it wasn't. It was a hike, really, but a downward hike. So there was a path there many years ago, but because the property's been built, the path is slowly dwindled away because of people's lands are on it. So we found out there was a location where there was a path. So we went down the path, and then it was a snake path. And then instead of us following the snake path, it was like, well, if we cut down here, we're cutting like 2 miles out, So we done that, a lot of shortcuts, and it worked. It really did work. And it was fun. It was fun. And it was so vibrant down to the mind started to tick again, started to give you a nice chemical balance in the body.
Yep.
So yeah, it was very daunting at times, but it was fun at the same time.
we were walking down this path, this unwalked path, guys. And as we do in life, we could always apply all of these messages to life itself. And I really work hard not to mess with the habitat. So I wasn't paying attention, and I stepped on this long, it looked dead, what do you think that was?
It was a root or something, but it was a branch of the plant what it used to be. So it was regrowing.
It was regrowing, but it looked dead, and I kind of stepped on it. All you heard was, guys,
big slap.
He heard it too. I'm like, ow, ow, and I got slapped. Was like, it's kind of like when somebody steps on your foot and you just kind of accidentally push them. Like, it's like, hey, you stepped on my foot, that hurt. Well, the plant slapped me.
Yeah, it was like the rulers. Remember at school you used to get the rulers and people used to bend the ruler back, go, yeah, so it was like that. And you had the mark on your leg all day.
Yeah, big old welt, guys. So I learned, I'm like, sorry. Yeah, I did. I was like, sorry, I gave it some Reiki. And like, I didn't get mad at the plant. I got mad at myself for not paying attention. And even looking at it, I thought it was dead. It was a dead root. But hey, who am I to judge what's the quality of what's alive and what's dead? So I was wrong. That's for sure. But that was some good stuff. We'll go ahead and post some of those videos as we're trekking, hiking down, and really finding ourselves. But get out, guys. If you're feeling some type of way, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling you're going through like the ascension symptoms of it all, get outside and go for a walk, go for a swim, go for a hike, go for a dance.
That's it. And if you're out all day, all the time anyway, you can come home and get snuggly, make yourself hot chocolate, and snuggle up in bed and just watch yourself, your favorite documentary. So, it is about just being comfortable in your zone. Be comfortable, because then you can think and process. If you're not comfortable, you're on eggshells. You don't know where to turn. You can't even feel comfortable doing what you like to do, because you feel like another energy is intervening. So it's a kind of be comfortable, and then slowly but surely the structure will work out, and then your epiphany moments will overcurve the doubts if you ever have them. And and then it's a kind of it's a rebuild. We've got to remember we're like seasons. We can't always be in summer season. It just won't work.
Yeah.
You have to have your middle season, and then your gathering season, and then your cozy season, and then you can have your summer season again. So it's about working around in them kind
roller
of phases,
coasters. The roller coasters that we're here for. Yeah. Yep.
Learn.
So hang in there. Hang in there. You've got this. We all have this. And this is the Great Reset. So a lot of old shit. Oh, Mercury's going to be going into retrograde. Shoot, it's the 6th today. It doesn't matter when you get this. This is timeless. So the message that's here, it's going to hit however it hits, no matter if you watch it the same day we post it or not. But Mercury is about to go into retrograde, so everyone's feeling some type of way. And I hope you guys use this Mercury in retrograde to heal what you need to heal, to see what you need to see, and to let go of what needs to be let go of. I hope you guys do that. I know you guys will. Be the warriors you are. Don't get stuck in the energy. Allow you to observe, not absorb. And if you're tired, like you said, if you're tired, go sleep. Sleep. When you're sleeping, you are getting your downloads. It is a thing. I nap a lot. I've been napping a lot lately. And then sometimes I don't need a nap at all. Shahram doesn't nap at all either. Like, I don't know what is he doing?
Thinking. The mind doesn't stop thinking at times, but when I'm at bliss and I have my downloads, I go to the stars a lot. I'm always looking up in the skies, that's me in my mind communicating. As much as I don't say it out verbally, outwards, I say it within myself. So so in the way,
galactic, guys. He's definitely connected to the galactic side of things, the stars. We all just channel a different way. He goes outside and you see stars shoot up, fall, and you see a lot of space activity. Do you want to shine some light on some space activity for those friends of ours that love the secret space? The secret space program.
I think we have to do another video about that, but
I'll just
do a quick little intake. So definitely there's a galactic communication what's happening between them and me. I've always felt like I've never been alone, but when I am alone, and it's a kind of I've always felt like I've been tested, or I'm on some sort of sci-fi reality show / the Truman Show. What was it called?
Truman Show, the Truman Show. You guys watch that? That's our life.
Yeah, so
all of our lives.
Exactly, it is. So it's a kind of we're having entities, star families around us every day. They've been here. They're mingling around with us anyway. So I've always believed that. Definitely, I'm being watched by a higher civilization. Just down to the scenarios I've managed to get myself out of mysteriously, and how easily and effortlessly my manifestation has come to me when I'm in the right time. So I'm always looking in the skies, and I'm always seeing a lot of things. I've seen many things, and we're going to go through it. We'll have a sci-fi series soon.
So guys, just remember, don't just look straight, don't look down, make sure you're looking up, and what you're seeing and what you're feeling is exactly what you think it is. Don't be closed eyes, don't be closed-eyed. Open your eyes, know your sense. Don't let anybody else tell you what you're seeing. Know and feel, knowing and feeling, right?
And what we're going to do in the future as well, we're going to set up a diet plan of certain elements of herbs, foods you can have in your everyday life, and it will boost you and help you to activate your third eye and your within the self a bit more. So it's there to support you. So obviously it's up to you to transform into whatever you wish to transform, but these herbs are going to give you the elements of the beginning process. And they are going to help in so many ways. It's going to be unbelievable.
Get straight activated. All right, guys. So thank you so much for having us. Shahram, thank you for being. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for shining your light. And the light the whole time behind you in the room has been glistening like straight, called to him, right? You see that, guys? As we do, for those of you that are here for light language as well, we'll go ahead and give you some wonderful light language that will help you on your path with your connection. Remember who you are, and that's so important. Just a remembrance, just a glimpse. All right. You want to go first?
No.
He always wants me to go first. That's why I asked. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring it in, guys. Just open your heart. Open your heart. Ia kaya wai ne atawai awe anahai. Kaya wai na hasia te na kawai ne kawa tia Hawaiian. Esia mohe esia tutu. Esia oi awe he awe nea tu esia. Bo 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 bo. Ianaha iwi awe naha tia kai iwi naha. Tia wa iwa ndayo wa he ya nea. Siata isia wa yata. Hai wa naha ti. Kasiko. Waya 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 niata isia kuaya niaha. Oh shaya nahatu. Oh aya waya niata waya haka inahata. We go with the flow. Ayawaki awaya go away. Ayawaki ayawayo ay. Ayawayo waya. Ya waya niatu. Su siamata mbai tiata kai nakasiasia. Kuapai nakata mbai siakata. Smoothing the process. Sia wai nakatu. Wai nakata sia wai nakata wa. Taina hoya sia tasu. Kasia wa inde sia kuata. Kasia ka. Kaya na hata wa tayi kata.
Vai gudi sinana yagata ya boy santo itayo wo vai bayan dai kawi to sungo Iam bai wo bai sanda ya wandi ungumbo to ya pana ya gudi sanda magala ui ganti bom bayan dai sina ya wamba yango papaya tiando ikon Pea tuamba ya mana ya wopo ya bai kungu ya tiaba ya mai tuisin ya bampa ya pui na ma dia nana ya wo bai go ya ne ya wai ya bai yang go ya wai sulu yang bagalo go dita yang bai Papayu kudu ya mama yo uite sai ya maupa kata yumbo Pempo pai si dai kondo ya wu ya mana ya koiti ya wu pantai samana siambanda ya koti singamana ya bantu po ya mai sumba yanto
Ooh, very good, very clear, very much needed. Guys, we send you so much love, so much light, so much to look forward to.
So much light.
Yes, we will see you soon till we meet again.
Till we meet again.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys and women.
We love you guys. Bye.
Mwah.